Hey, what's up guys? John here. Home prices picked up a whopping 18% in July. The housing market is on absolute fire. Everybody is buying real estate right now. There's a couple of reservations that I have right now about the overall real estate market. One of which is that the main driving factor is the inflationary fears, the low interest rates, as well as everyone relocating and moving. The cost to build homes are only increasing, thus keeping the idea of buying a pre-existing structure more and more attractive, especially because you'd pay much, much more to rebuild it than ever before. So investors are stockpiling into the real estate market. There's some big reservations that I think we should all be having overall, the real estate market. Home prices are appreciating at a far greater rate than wages. Wages are staying relatively stagnant. If anything, small mom and pop businesses are struggling, and these mom and pop businesses are the backbone and the support system in America. Without these mom and pop businesses in place, we will see wages fall. In addition to this inflationary concern is a real problem as the cost of goods and services only continue to increase over time. I think we're going to be stepping into a massive affordability crisis, and what I think very likely happens soon is that big corporations step in buying more and more single-family homes than ever before, and I believe, like the HomeLight CEO said, that contingencies will be a thing of the past, meaning no appraisal, loan, inspection, no contingencies. All cash offers are going to be the future. And in that marketplace, it's going to be very hard for the everyday individual investor to compete. Take a look at this and please smash that like button. When you do, YouTube's going to share this content and educate more people in personal finance, real estate, and business. Look at this. U.S. annual home price gained a record 18% in July. And record 18% in July. This came out September 7th, so this morning. Single family market is estimated to be undersupply, lack of supply, unlikely to be resolved in the next 5 to 10 years. And that's a very good argument for real estate, is that there's not enough supply. So supply and demand generally dictate price. When there's not enough supply, the demand will be high and the prices will follow. But the problem then becomes is people, I think, just won't be able to afford it. And not at the current rate of appreciation, which to me makes very little sense. U.S. home prices increased 18% in July compared to a year earlier, according to CoreLogic Inc. report released Tuesday. The jump is the largest 12-month gain in the index since the series began 45 years ago. On a month-over-month basis, home prices increased by 1.8% from June. Home price appreciation continues to escalate as millennials entering their prime home buying years, renters looking to escape skyrocketing rents, and deep-pocketed investors drive demand, said Franco Martel, president and CEO of CoreLogic, a global property information firm. A rush of home buyers amid extremely low mortgage rates has caused a lack of supply, which is unlikely to be resolved over the next 5 to 10 years without more aggressive incentives for builders to add more units, he said in a statement. U.S. home prices in growth projected to slow significantly over next year. You have Boston, Chicago, Denver, all the big markets here, and you see what they're projecting. You know, one thing that I think is very important for all of us to understand is that we see big corporations increasing the wages that they're paying to their staff, and they can do so because they're building out that additional cost in the products and services that we all buy. Mom and pop businesses can't compete with that. So as they continue doing that, mom and pop businesses are going to greatly suffer. Thus, I believe the affordability crisis will become more real and more in our faces in the coming 1 to 2 years. The rate of growth is expected to slow considerably, according to CoreLogic projections. By July 2022, annual home prices are projected to decrease to a 2.7% pace as ongoing affordability challenges deter some potential buyers. This price gain has far exceeded home income growth and eroded affordability. Exactly, said Steve Northrat, chief economist at CoreLogic. In the coming months, this will temper demand and lead to a slowing in price growth. What I also think is going to happen too is I think that the consumer confidence is going to greatly change when more and more people are evicted and people are going to be changing out their housing accommodations due to forbearances. Many people think that forbearances will all work itself out and that mortgage lenders are simply just going to put all the debt on the back end of the loan or give them a 40-year loan. The problem is if people can't afford this now, they won't be able to afford it tomorrow. And where we're stepping into, in this future world that we're stepping into, data and information is going to be paramount. Big corporations have the data, have the information, and with this data and with this information is going to allow them to build out bigger moats over small businesses than ever before. Thus, I think that people that lost their jobs, they're going to have a harder time finding a higher paying job tomorrow than they did yesterday. And on top of all of this information, one thing that I think is very important is we look at the real data. The average American reads at a roughly 7th grade level. We're stepping into a technocratic world where it's going to be the engineering, science, math, technology. The business-minded folks are going to do very well. Meanwhile, the Joe the plumber might have a hard time. The 65-year-old person that doesn't have experience in this new world, they could have a very big challenge ahead of them. That's why I think that this erosion of affordability is very likely to continue. And I think that the real estate market is going to reflect this. And I think that smart money, the big investors, the deep-pocketed investors, are going to be sitting on the sidelines just a little bit longer, waiting for some fear to hit the market so that they can go out there and buy as many properties as possible. In addition to that, I also believe that what they're going to do is they're going to go to these big banks and essentially tell them, hey, we'll buy a block of debt off of you for X, Y, and Z. And they'll buy 10,000, 50,000 houses at a time. And they're going to do that, and they're going to cut out agent fees and carrying costs. They're going to be able to facilitate bigger deals. I think this is going to be the future. I think that these home prices are not sustainable. And I think that we're going to be in for a reality check very, very soon. What do you think about the housing market? What do you think about the real estate market? Do you think that prices are going to be able to continue going up, up, up? Or do you think we're going to come into a big, big correction in the coming 6 months or 12 months? Drop your comments below, smash that like button. When you hit the like button, YouTube's going to share this content and educate more people. Consider subbing on this channel, my main channel, and also on my secondary channel. I'll leave the links pinned down below. On that second channel, I talk more about my personal life, what I'm doing, how I'm structuring, what investing strategies I'm going to be using for myself and my family to protect ourselves and grow and scale in the coming 1 to 2 to 3 years. All right, guys, see you in the next video. If you've enjoyed this video and want to dive deeper into the real world of real estate investing, make sure to check out my gold standard program, Cash Flow Rental Blueprint, by clicking the link in the description below this video. We're currently living in very difficult times. I personally believe these are some of the hardest times that we've ever lived in. We are losing, in many cases, our families, our businesses, our jobs, our sense of security. All this is at threat right now. And it's all thanks to the draconian shutdowns that we're all faced to live under. It's times like these that we can see the value in having more than one stream of income. This is certainly not an unattainable goal or something reserved for only a select few. It is the achievement through education and hard work. Now is the time to be relying on multiple streams of income and not just Big Brother. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if you think that your pension is going to cover your retirement, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. Don't wait until misfortune knocks at your door. Be proactive and create more security for yourself and your family. One of the best ways you can earn a side hustle today is through real estate investing, something that I've been involved in for over a decade. The strategy is to invest in multifamily homes and live off of rental income through your tenants. These are some of the homes and apartments I currently own and I'm renting out. In my Cash Flow Rental Blueprint, I'll teach you the ins and outs to real estate investing. You'll learn everything about recession-proof investing, real estate versus stocks, different types of real estate investing, how to appraise your own deals so you're not leaning on a third party to tell you what something is worth, out-of-state investing, maximizing your profits, and minimizing your expenses, improving your credit score, different types of loans and which one best fits you and your deal, selecting the right mortgage broker, finding the best deal, lease agreements, and how to find great tenants, and many, many more topics. This is my gold standard program, and in it I put together 1 decade's worth of experience and millions of dollars that I've invested, saving you the time and the money to learn the lessons that I had to learn. To learn more, click the link in the description below this video.